Hey everyone, thanks for checking out this video. Today we have a original Gameboy DMG-01 and I just want to try and replace the screen using a hot air station. Is this practical? Probably not. There's probably not going to be too many uses for it unless you have half of a board that the screen works and another half of the board where the buttons don't work and you want to make one whole board. But again, I just want to see if this is possible. So let's just make sure that it works first. And we'll see that it does. And of course, we have the all-time greatest Game Boy game ever made, Marble Madness. So be jealous. Alright, so we're just gonna take this thing apart and get right to it. Okay, so now we have it apart. I put the other board aside because we're not interested in that. So we're gonna focus on this one. So first thing is this retaining clip. We want to push this, just kind of make these straight so that we can remove it later. And that should be it. Oh, okay. Apparently it's already coming out, so it's not soldered on. I've never taken this one apart yet, so I don't know what the other side's going to look like. So I'll just remove the rest of the screws. Okay, so we have it apart. I kept forgetting screws when I was trying to take this apart. I kept missing screws. But alright, so now we have it apart. And this was the retaining clip I was talking about. And it's supposed to be soldered on right here. There's some solder, but it's not holding it together. So, works out nicely for us because we need to remove this. So, remove that, put that aside. And now we will remove these two screws. And need a different bit. So now that we have those little screws out and this board ready, I'm just going to turn on my hot air station and let it get the temperature. Okay, so our hot air station is ready. So I'm just gonna kind of try and move this in place and get you guys a closer look. Okay, so now I'm just gonna add a little bit of flux. And I got my hot air station at about 385 degrees Celsius with about 35% airflow. I'm just gonna kind of want to, from far away, just move the hot air nozzle here and kind of warm up the area around it. Just want to be careful not to melt the plastic housing or anything like that. Okay, get a little closer now. And there you go. So I just basically let the hot air do all the work. I applied no pressure with the tweezers. I just let it lift itself pretty much. And it looks like it came out nice and clean. Alright, so now we gotta get the other side. So now we should be able to move the screen up gently. And use my tweezers. Okay. Now we have to basically do the same thing on this side. Gotta remove this one screw. I feel like this side will probably be a little bit trickier, but we're gonna try anyway. So again, we're gonna add some more flux. And I'm sorry if you hear the background noise of the hot air station, but it wouldn't have made sense to turn it off and turn it back on here. We did melt this a little bit. That's what I was trying to avoid. But I don't think that'll be too big of a deal. We can always try and bend it back in place. Alright. So let's try again. That probably could have been avoided by just angling it differently. Angling the nozzle differently. There we go. So now we have it off. So now we have the screen ready to be replaced. But so now let's try and put this same screen right back on. But we're gonna clean up these pads first, so let's get my soldering iron ready. Okay. So first we'll clean up these pads down here, so we can get you a closer look. And I got, for my soldering iron, I have a kind of, I don't know if you can see it, where is it? It's like beveled tip here. It works perfect for stuff like this. So let's just clean up these pads. That should be good. Clean up these ones over here. Okay, so that cleaned up. Oh, I don't. Yeah, that was on camera. Actually, this bottom one could probably be cleaned up a little bit better. Let's try. Okay. Little alcohol. Toothbrush. Okay. A little alcohol there. Toothbrush. Just make sure it's nice and dry. Now we use a different thing of flux. My flux pen. And let's add some some fresh solder to these pads. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to get my solder, get the solder and iron, and then just place solder on the actual tip. And then just run it across these pads. The flux should help it from bridging. Okay, that looks pretty good. Just gonna do the same thing on the other side. Okay, and that looks pretty good. And that's my hot air gun turning off. So I'm going to let that turn off. And okay, so now that I got everything turned off and removed unnecessary equipment here, let's try and put this back on. So it should be interesting. Alright, so we're going to want to line this one up first, and also off camera I tried to melt that back in place, so I don't think it's lined up perfectly, so we'll see if the screw goes through it. Otherwise, just probably won't use it. Alright, so I want to screw this back in place just to kind of help align it. And I don't know how well you can see that, but I want to take a look at it off camera real quick. Alright, so it looks pretty good. I'm going to put some flux on it. Just a little bit. Grab my solder and iron, do the same thing, and then just put solder on the tip of the iron. Just a little bit. And let's see. I'm just gonna kind of like drag the solder on each pad here. And again, the flux should keep anything from bridging if it's good enough flux. Let me see what we got here. I'm just going to take this off camera real quick. So, yeah. Looks good. Might not be exactly lined. It looks pretty good. A little bit of alcohol, clean this up. Flip that over. And now we gotta do this side, so I'm gonna get the screws in here. Oh, the one that melted was a screw for this, so we would like to be able to use it. I don't think that's going to be possible. Again, that could have been avoided if I just used my left hand and blew air, from left to right. That wouldn't have happened. Yeah, it's not going to work. Alright, well, In that case then, let's place this bracket back in place. Put a little bit of flux. Some solder on the soldering iron. And try and solder this back in. Let's see how that looks. It looks pretty good. All right, let's put a little bit of alcohol. Just kind of try and clean the flux off of here. Dry it off. Okay. I guess now's the moment of truth. Let's put this screen, plug this screen in. Put some batteries in this thing. And Marble Madness. Greatest game ever. Okay, so we have this thing all back together. Well, not back together, but plugged in. So we're going to turn it on and see if we get Marble Madness to come on. Here you go. So the screen looks fine. Look at this. Look at this masterpiece of a game. Look at it. Try one more time, just make sure it's not a fluke. Turns on. Kind of move it around, everything seems alright. So there we go. Cool, so that was successful, wasn't too bad. Again, I don't know if this is very practical, but it was fun nonetheless, and you never know when it might come in handy. I've seen other videos where people have used chip quick and stuff to remove it, and that's, you know, a good option if you don't have a hot air gun, but I just feel it's a little bit messier, and this was really simple, as you guys saw. I'm not going to bore you through watching me put this thing back together, but thanks for checking out the video. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you liked it, so that you can keep getting more content like this, and please feel free to leave a comment below. Thanks, guys.